It is a symbol of freedom, a beast of raw power, waiting to be unleashed to anyone who can tame it. Motorcycles have become a way of life for millions and a symbol of deeply held values. They all share a common passion, the love of the open road.
Hi, welcome to American Spirit. Man, you asked for it. You gonna get it in this show today. Ride for America tour. American Spirit's on the road across the South, and we're back on the Dragon. Robbinsville, North Carolina. We're at the Two-Wheel Inn. Stopped in to see our friends Barry and Linda. Also stopping off to Tail of the Dragon shop right here on Highway 129, Ron and Nancy. So we're gonna get about this show. This show's gonna rock, man. You wanna see some bikes, you wanna see some beauty. We were here in the fall, we brought you fall color. We're here in the summer now. You're gonna see what the Dragon's all about.
Two-Wheel Inn in Robbinsville, North Carolina. We have 17 rooms. Each room has either 2 twin beds or 1 king-size bed. We have refrigerator, microwave, coffee pot, satellite TV. We do have cell service here. We have free Wi-Fi. Every room has its own bathroom. Every room has its own garage. The garages are 6 by 12 with a 4-foot door. And in each garage is your own water heater, so you will never run out of hot water. On the grounds, we have a laundry area for the guests, washer dryer. We have a bike wash area. We provide rags and soap for the bikers. We have a covered pavilion for groups. They'll meet out there. Even groups coming in from other towns that we can't accommodate everyone, they'll come in here and have their large general meetings. We have about 6.5 acres. And the covered pavilion has picnic tables, we have grills, we have a large fire pit. We do provide wood. We have plenty of room for parking, trailers. At this time, we do not have rooms for camping. We just do not have the outside facilities for that. We also have 2 apartments. One apartment has a queen bed in the bedroom, and it has a little living room area, a little dining room area, a full kitchen. We have another apartment that is larger. It has, in the bedroom, either 2 twin beds or 1 king-size bed. It has a larger bathroom with a bathtub, shower, little private toilet area. It has a very large living room. There are a couple large sofas and 2 twin beds out there. There's also a small full-size kitchen. It has decks off the front and the back of the apartment. And what's nice about that, if you have a large group, several can rent rooms, and then someone can have the apartment or apartments. They've got room to store food in the refrigerators for cookouts or whatever. If you have a larger group that's coming in, we have several large hog chapters, the Expendables, the Combat Vets. We've had the motel full of motorcycle police, and so if you rent an apartment, you've got more room for meetings, have little groupings, you have a little more space just to move about a little bit. How the Two-Wheel Inn got started was, approximately 10 years ago, Barry and I lived in Florida. We came up here on a Memorial weekend to visit some friends, Dave and Diane, at the boat shop. They had just moved here, and Barry and Dave had been friends since they were small boys. And they asked us to come up and visit this unique area. And all the way I kept thinking, what in the world do they do in North Carolina? Well, we came up here and fell in love with it. It was Memorial Weekend, the honeysuckle was out, and the air smelled so good. We had no exhaust smelling that we did with the traffic in Florida. And that weekend, we bought this property and the property where we later built our house, and went back home after that weekend, put our house up for sale, moved, and we were up here by October. We came to retire. By the end of that winter, Barry had thought of the two-wheel in. We had seen bikers in other areas every morning wiping the dew off of their bikes. We used to ride, but not anymore. But anyway, they were wiping the dew off, and Barry commented they needed a garage for their bikes so they didn't get dew at night. So we started our first building as a test, and by the end of that summer, we were turning away people, so it was like, honey, you need to start another building. So we started the second building. We had it open for the second year. By the end of that year, we were turning people away again, and I said, honey, you need to start the third building. We now have 4 buildings. We have purchased additional adjoining property and have just keep developing slowly over the years. It's never been a fast project, but slowly as the need's there, we develop something. We are starting to build a restaurant. Now maybe next year, maybe the year after that it will be finished, but we will have a steakhouse on the property. We are located on US 129, approximately 2.5 miles south of Robbinsville. Amenities in the area, there are so many roads to ride. Besides the Dragon and the Cherahalla Skyway, which are probably the most common roads, there's the Moonshiner. When you get to the office, I have maps. I can guide you to all the other roads. There are a lot of waterfalls in the area. You can do hiking, you can do rafting, zip lining. If you want to go boating, there are boat rental areas in the area. While you're on your bike, there are several scenic overlooks, lots of waterfalls in the area. Fontana Dam, that's the second largest dam in the country. There are a lot of dams in the county that you can stop and look at.
I hear you. Maybe not everyone in the family is all into riding motorcycles the way you are. Well, there's no problem there. You can take the bike out for the whole day or more. The rest of the family, lots to do here in Robbinsville. There's whitewater rafting, there's zip lines, there's all kinds of fun things to do. So it's a win-win for everybody. You do your love, your passion out riding your motorcycle. The rest of the family's having a great time doing what they want to do. So I thought I'd pitch that out there. I want to make sure that the riders get to enjoy what they do. The rest of the family, it's okay if they're not a hardcore rider, they can go out and do some fun things as well.
We are located 2.5 miles south of Robbinsville. In Robbinsville, there's plenty of fuel. There are restaurants, places to eat. There's a nice grocery store, so if you want to pick something up there, bring it back to the motel, you can store it in your refrigerator. You do have microwave, we have the grills. You can cook out, sit out at the pavilion, enjoy the campfire, just relax and have a great time while you're here at the Two-Wheel Inn. When you check in, we give you maps. We can guide you to whatever road you want to ride. We can guide you to waterfalls. We can guide you to the dams, tell you, if you're going on this trip or that trip, what you need to stop and look at, where you can get gas. Depending on the bike that you bring, sport bikes, cruisers, your Harleys, we can send you to road-appropriate bike rides so that you can get your twisties, you can get your more scenic rides. Just let us know what you want and we can guide you in the right direction.
Now, I know what you're saying. Me ride the Dragon? What are you, nuts, buddy? Well, I'll tell you what. All you really need to do with the Dragon, now whether you're riding a cruiser, whether you got a sport bike, be respectful, be safe, take your time, there's no rush going through, and enjoy the ride. Please be careful because you're going to want to enjoy this. There's all kinds of rider levels out here and we want you to enjoy your ride. We don't want you to get hurt And for other riders watching this show, be respectful of new riders on the Dragon. Give them a chance to enjoy it, man. You've ridden it so many times and you're probably an expert rider. If you see a novice rider or maybe somebody that's just wanting to grab a hold of this ride and enjoy it, cut them some slack, let them have some fun. You know, be careful going around them. And for new riders, connect with some local seasoned riders and let them give you tips. The folks here will be able to help you out with that, real friendly. But I do encourage you, you want to get out there, you want to visit this location, do the Dragon, do the other rides. Don't be intimidated, get on your bike and have a lot of fun while you're here.
We have guests that come here. We may have one person in one room and a complete stranger in the next room. After they've been riding together through the week, they may meet here every year and come back as an annual trip. Or we have guests that come back here several times of the year. And so we do have a lot of people that come back time after time. And Barry always says, come as guests, leave as friends.
Diane and I came in from Omaha, Nebraska to Robbinsville, North Carolina at the Two-Wheel Inn here. And we came to ride the Tail of the Dragon. The garage at the Two-Wheel Inn was important to us, because other places that we've gone to, my brother had his motorcycle stolen a couple of years ago, and at some of the bigger hotels you can't see your bike or don't know where your bike's at, and so we'd always try to find a place that either we can see the bike right out of the front window, but with the garage built in like this, we knew this was a place we needed to stay. You know, we love riding the Alta Glide across the country here because it's like riding a Cadillac. I mean, this thing, we've packed up our clothes for 2 weeks and we're off. We got our rain gear, we got our summer gear, and no matter what the weather conditions, we're ready for it. And it couldn't be funner, and I got a great partner here to ride with. She keeps me under control on the roads, not too fast, not too slow.
I love riding on the bike. I love nature. Actually, this was my 50th birthday present to myself. The only problem is I wish we could go with groups, and I can't find very many women that like to ride. But it's just fun. I love nature. I love being on the open road. It's a good time.
We went riding with one of our friends 2 years ago, and we had a Road King then at that point, and we said our kids are going to leave, you know, in the next year or so. We're going to be empty nesters, and we wanted to do a little bit more riding. And he had one of these, and so he says, why don't you get on this bike and ride it for a little while, Robert? And so I didn't want to because I knew it would be a bad thing for me, but we ended up by getting on, and as soon as we got on it, we were sold. The other bike that I had, we had to add chrome, and we had to add this, we had to have this, and add this and that. And so he says, why don't you just get this, the CVO, and it's got everything. We went to go pick out the bike. It does have everything. There was no need to add anything except for the cup holders. And when we went in to originally get the bike, it was a blue colored bike. And one of the guys that were one of the salespeople working at the Harley dealership, he says, no. He says, the red one, the burgundy one, is so much cooler. Let me go get it from the back room. We'll take it outside and put it in the sun so you can see it. And as soon as we saw this thing out in the sun, the way it was shining and everything, Diane said, that's our bike. Last year we went up to Colorado for a week and a half, and this year we came down to Tennessee, North Carolina for 2.5 weeks. I'm loving every minute of it.
It's been great. It's been a lot of fun.
As you can see behind me, there are patches on the walls. One year we had the whole motel full of the New York police. They gave us our first 2 patches, which are at the top. They said, put these up there, they're number 1, and everyone else would leave a patch. So we started putting all the patches on the wall. Then the firemen decided they wanted their own wall, so we have our fireman wall. And now the state police want their little area, so we've started their area. And all the biker clubs, they've brought in patches. We have a lot of people from foreign countries. They have brought their patches, foreign money. And we just started putting them on the walls in honor of all the groups, the military, anyone that wanted to bring a patch in, we will put it on our wall. We do have a little gift shop in the office. We have 2 wheel-in shirts. We have Tail of the Dragon shirts, hats, And we have other souvenir items that you can take home as memories of your trip to the Two-Wheel Inn.
Now I'll tell you what, you need to take time, get out and enjoy yourself. Now you got a cool bike, you want to hit the road, you want a place to come to? Deals Gap, Robbinsville, North Carolina. This is an awesome location. Ride the Dragon, ride the Skyway. There is so much to do here. My trip here, everyone in the crew, we've had a blast. Everyone's a lot of fun, real friendly, like family. And you will enjoy yourself when you come to town. And you know, society's kind of goofy these days. You got work stress, you got all kinds of issues. You need to shake all that off. You need to tune in to American Spirit TV. Let us get you relaxed out on your motorcycle, enjoying your family, you and the lady, you and the family and the kids. Get out and visit fun locations like this. Now, the rides out here are world class. The scenery, you want to take some awesome shots. You got a camera, you want to hook up to your bike, your helmet, you're going to make some powerful memories here. I've really enjoyed this location and I look forward to coming back and doing more shows here in town.
The Two-Wheel Inn, you can check us out on our website, twowheelinn.com, and you can also check out tripadvisor.com. According to tripadvisor.com, we are #1 in the county for a motel. We have several seasons here through the year. You know, we open approximately March 1st, but it depends on the weather when they want to start coming back. The spring is gorgeous here. We have the dogwoods, the smell of the honeysuckle, everything's starting to flower and come out. A lot of bikers like the spring. They can see through the trees more on the Dragon. The summer, we're lush and green. Our average temperatures in the summer is in the 80s, so we do not usually have the high 90s. I have never seen a 100 here. Our nights are almost always in the 60s, and we often have little campfires in the evening. The fall is a gorgeous time of the year. Our peak color is approximately October 15th. Some years it's a little earlier, some years a little later. But after the peak color is gone, then we start slowing down quickly. It starts getting too cold for most of the bikers. But as soon as you are sure of your dates, you can check us out on twowheelinn.com. You can email us at info@twowheelinn.com. You can always call us. We have our phone with us all year long. The number is 828-479-4248. No matter if we're at home or traveling for the winter months, we answer the phone. We always have our reservation book with us. Our motel season at the Two-Wheel Inn is from in March, whenever the weather starts getting better and the bikers want to start coming in. Some years we've opened the end of February, some years, you know, March is a little slow because it's colder. But whenever you want to start coming in, give us a call, and we close the motel usually the first weekend in November. At that time it starts getting colder. We're not sure if we could have snow or ice on the roads. And the days are getting much shorter at that time. And we take the winter off. To make reservations, we take them all year round. We have the phone with us all the time. About January 1st, people start calling in for groups. When you are sure of your dates, give us a call. Barry and I just love it here in North Carolina. The weather is perfect. The winter may not be the best for bikers, but we love the snow, a little bit of snow, not too much. There are days that bikers still can get out. And the seasons, the spring again has the dogwoods, the honeysuckle, the flowers just coming out. The summer is lush and green, and the fall, our peak colors, approximately April 15th, and the mountains are just full of color.
Well, alrighty then. This is what I'm talking about. Two-Wheel Inn, Robbinsville, North Carolina. You got to get here. You want to put your bike in the garage right next to your nice cozy hotel room, this is the place to do it. Barry and Linda are like family. You need to get here, man. They are awesome, and they got a lot of fun stuff going on here while you're in town doing the Dragon, Moonshiner 28, any of the rides here. Now, we're on the Ride for America across the South tour, filming tour, promoting American business, small, independently owned American business, and we're looking to grow them. Get them out there, get them national, worldwide attention, and help build America strong again and get our economy well on its way, and I'll invite you to get involved. Now, what we'd like you to do is follow our tour, like us on Facebook at American Spirit TV, spread the word around, send me some show ideas, businesses that need some help, we'll get in there and bless the heck out of them. Try to get them some revenues to expand and turn this economy around. Log on to our website at AmericanSpiritTV.com. Watch for Throttle Girl Kelly, going to be doing special appearances with me along the road. We're also going to be at Angel City in the fall rallies. I believe it's end of October, right before Halloween. So get to Facebook, Steel Horse Cowboy, open group. Join us there. Check us out on TripAdvisor where we review these locations. Go to AmericanSpiritTV.com, go to Facebook, and we'll see you next show. And until next time, be safe, be cool, be blessed, and I'll see you again.
Thought I had this whole life figured out, with everything I thought I knew. Seems I find myself still in doubt. Could it be more than what I knew? I wanna reach out and touch the sky, find out the reasons why. Know who holds the key to my eternity. 'Cause I want to be free. Can't stop myself from wondering why I don't